Cheers, everybody, and welcome to tonight's 59th episode of New Brew. Want to welcome in, we'll go to the chat first. We did have Angie's Fluid Art here way earlier. Jamie C. Was in the chat as well. And then all of a sudden, he showed up here. He's actually just up the road from me a ways, and I was too wimpy to go meet him.
Yeah.
But he's on panel anyway, so Jimmy C. or Jamie C. Welcome.
Hello. Good evening. From Feathered Friend Brewing, Concord, New Hampshire.
Way over there, beyond Concord, New Hampshire, we have Dan from FLX Beer Reviews.
Hey, gang. Live from not Concord, New Hampshire.
Live from my mother's basement.
Mom! Hot pocket!
Mom, bring me a beer I haven't had before. Alex, the beer master.
What is up, everybody? Appreciate it. Cheers.
We have miscellaneous brew reviews.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, I should be also saying that Dan is a man of the people, by the way. I forgot to say that. And I can't really read what miscellaneous says. OBWB? OG? Okay. It's so tiny.
Whoa,
I need a bigger screen.
Whoa.
Don't you ever insult me in front of company.
Don't you ever say.
We got East Coast LQ reviews.
Cheers.
Thomas Metal 75. Massachusetts Beer Review. There we go.
Cheers, everybody.
All right. And myself, Bumpy Road Brews. Inspection time. That's my little sidekick right now. Sam Smalley is in the chat now. Howdy, boys. Say howdy.
Yeah.
We're going to bring up Jamie C. He's going to be our first one on. He's going to have a beer that he's never had before from Feathered Friend Brewing.
Good evening. So, Feathered Friend, Concord, New Hampshire. Nice little bar out here in some kind of residential area where I have no clue where I am exactly, but pretty cool location. So this is, what is it? Second Sun, which is a New England IPA, 7% ABV. Supposedly their flagship New England IPA contains Galaxy, Citra, and Mosaic. So let's have a little bit of a whiff. Bit of a fruity aroma to it. Definitely fruity. I'm getting fleshy blood orange, tangerine, sweet citrus fruits. Not bad aroma-wise. Okay, let's have a bit of a taste.
Cheers. Please be delicious. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Okay. Smooth mouth feel. Little bit of a dankness. Somewhat grassy. 7%. Getting a slight hot burn there. Citrus fruits definitely coming through. Maybe a little bit candied fruits too. It's actually really not bad. It's quite pleasant on the palate. I could drink this. I could drink this again, definitely. Not much more to say than that. Give it a 3.75 out of 5.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Cheers. The atmosphere is adding to it too.
Thanks, Jamie. And welcome to New Brew.
Legendary
Hey,
Dan.
you.
Hey. All right.
He was texting his boss.
I was doing Instagram stuff. But yeah, sure. All right. Today I have a beer from the Other Half Brewing Company. And this is part of their collaboration week for their 9th anniversary. And this is a beer in collaboration with Fifth Hammer Brewing and KCBC. And this is their Tmave Pivo Lager, which is a Czech version of a German Dunkel. And to my understanding, Tmave Pivo just means dark beer in Czech. And it is Dunkel brewed with Czech Saaz hops and Czech lager yeast. And 5.6 ABV, canned on 1/19/23. And this was brewed, I want to say, in the DC location. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Like, I was actually most excited about like this one and maybe another for collaboration week, just because it's not like an IPA or stout, it's just like something different. And 3 awesome breweries, by the way. So that's a 5 mile head.
Oh yeah.
That's
The Cascade was pretty nice though.
That's next Beermaster pour.
Oh yeah, cascading very nicely. So as it cascades, hey, hi guys. You can see through. Yeah, it's dark, probably like a sun tea kind of color, like Lipton sun tea or something like that. The head is pretty compact bubbles, soft, kind of marshmallowy, kind of like whipped, like Cool Whip or something like that. Slightly tan head. So I'm gonna try and get a nose on it. We'll see if I can. Oh yeah. So I pulled this out of fridge maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. So slightly warm.
Legendary BuMpY-isms.
Poppy, whatever. I'm gonna smell the can too.
Jesus.
Get fucked, nerd.
Jesus.
Do you smell the Chex Mix?
This is definitely all like all the toffee and malt. It's very. Okay, so this is definitely all like all the toffee
All
and
right.
malt.
We got, hold on.
Echo. There we go. It smells actually kind of crisp and clean. I don't know if you can necessarily smell clean or crisp, but that's what I feel like it's going to end up being. But yeah, there's kind of like this dark kind of malt mixed with like a Chex Mix kind of thing. So I'll dive in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Be delicious.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers.
Okay, so 5.6 ABV. This mouth feel is like heavy, and honestly, the body's full for 5.6. It's goddamn full. Not as crisp as I thought it was going to be. It's more of a kind of mellow, almost hints of like a nitro beer, if that makes sense. If that kind of gives you the texture of it. Very sweet malt. It's almost like I said, Chex Mix, but like a sweet version of it. Maybe a bit of granola in it, and there's a nice nuttiness. Maybe not almond, but maybe like a pecan or something like that. Pecan. So that head is just sticking around. I mean, it's just nice and frothy. Like this is like the definite. This is something like a pub ale. Like this is definitely something I could go there and like fucking rail down like 5 of these bad boys, just like straight up Ridge style. Just fucking get all up in it. Yeah, this is banging. I think they should brew many more of these beers, this style. So yeah, I'll move on. I've took up enough time. Sorry, Alex. Didn't want to break your record, buddy. But I had to.
I want you to take up a long time. Just listen to you.
All right.
Okay. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna gather my thoughts. I don't really review this one much, so I'm kind of struggling to kind of wrap my head around it. If that makes sense. But yeah, so far pretty goddamn good.
Thanks, Dan.
Cheers.
We got the legendary Sparkles
Cheers,
here. Hell yeah.
And Beer Man's here also, Alex. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did. Legendary Beer Man and Sparkles. Hell yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Alex, you ready?
Yes. All right, let me get the beer. I just had to put it in the fridge because I don't want it to warm up. So I got basically I'm gonna butcher this to death. That's small something from other half.
Motueka.
Oh, small more. Oh God, I can't say it. What'd you say, Dan?
My favorite hop in the world, Motueka.
Motueka. Okay, nice. Egga. Okay, I said it wrong, but almost. Can't wait to try it. It is Other Half Brewing, and it is a double dry hop India Pale Ale, or IPA, whatever you want to call it. So let's pour this up. I have not had this beer yet. Well, this
I hope
beer.
not.
Yeah, I hope not. Break the rules over there.
That would be cheating. I don't do that.
I just had this one last night.
Nope. This is the
I
only
haven't
beer I
reviewed
have.
it yet. New review for me.
New day, new brew.
New day, new brew. Jesus.
Now that looks like egg white, or like chicken stock. That is definitely New England IPA. Frank, I'm so happy I'm a New England IPA freak.
Metropolis, is that you?
I love these beers. So we got a three finger head here. That's what it looks like. Nice and thick bubbles. Man, that looks delicious. Smells really good. It smells like tea. Don't tell me this doesn't look oxidized. This looks like a fresh beer.
The other half, it might be.
Maybe I'm smelling it wrong. You never know. My nose can be
You
weird.
gotta, whatever you get out of the beer is the notes of the beer, right?
Yeah, but if it smells like Lipton tea, that means it's oxidized. But that does not look like it's oxidized at all. Smells dank too, so that's a good sign. That smells really good. Let's get into it. Let's see what it tastes like. I bet you I'm going to love it anyway, because I love these kind of beers. Anyway, so
Bring it on.
here's everybody.
Is it?
Ooh, that's delicious. So maybe that is weird. The nose had the dankness and all that, but it also had like a Lipton tea. And I said, I'm going to say this over and over again. If you smell Lipton tea, it means it's oxidized. Although I would still drink it because I don't like wasting beer. Now, this does not taste like it's oxidized. The nose can be very tricky, as we all know. We've been beer reviewers for a while. So let's continue on.
Continue on.
Continue on.
I taste some fruit. And if that's the case, I love fruity beers. It's probably the hop that the legendary Dan said. The mouthfeel is nice and light. A little bit of creaminess. I'm definitely getting this again. Although I say this all the time, but I'll get other beers because it's never there. These kind of beers. Well, the beer I want to drink again is not always there, as I'm saying. So I just get other beers from the same brewery. That is smooth right down the palate. And it's not too drying. Shocking enough. A lot of these beers are drying, but again, great flavor though. It's like a pearly feel to the palate. as well. It's not only juicy, it's not only creamy, it also has that pellely soft feel as well. It's a winner.
Nice.
I'm very pleased with this beer. It's a nice hoppy beer. It's a great flavored beer. I thought I tasted fruit in the beginning. But I'm not so sure. But it's a great flavor, though. I'm really looking forward to the rating on this beer. I really am. It's very flavorful. Other half has treated me well. Finback has treated me well, even though I've only drank one beer out of their Finback series. That's actually Finback, not a Clad. So again, these beers have been wonderful to me in the past couple months, and I'm looking forward to many more other beers and more beers of this brewery as well. So I'm gonna shut up now. Let someone else talk. I'm gonna continue to drink, and I'll give you the rating and stuff like that next time around. Appreciate it and cheers.
Cheers, Alex. Thank you.
Anytime, bud.
All right. Now we're on to see what miscellaneous brew reviews brought.
Anyways, yeah, so ironically, Dan brought up a product last night that caught me off guard, and I so happened to find it in this store today from Grand Rapids, Michigan's from Founders Brewing Company. This is, I guess, their new KBS flavor. This is their chocolate cherry imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels. It's a terrible bottle, 12/6/22. I don't know what the fuck that was. 11.6% ABV. Yeah, part of the barrel aged series. So, oh boy, cherry beers, huh?
KBS.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have high hopes. Man.
You'll be fine, Andrew. You'll love it. I haven't tried it, but I know you probably will love it.
My proper glassware too. Well, this is the CBS, but it's the barrel age series glass. But you look at that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that.
Wow.
One finger. It's almost, I don't know. It's like a mocha colored head. It's pretty frothy. It doesn't look rocky or soapy. The beer is dark opaque, poured with like a root beer brown color, but I can't see through it at all. Aromas. Chocolate's there. Little barrel, little roasty malts. I'm really not picking up too much cherry. It's not too boozy for 11.6. Wish the barrel was jumping out a little bit more. But yeah, let's try it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Please be delicious.
Ozzy says he had it yesterday, so enjoy.
Well, it doesn't taste like medicine. That's great. I always get weary with the cherry stuff, man. It gets some of it really medicinal forward, and it's not that.
Yet.
Medium full body. Carbonation's about medium at the moment. I've had this bottle out for about 40 minutes. Chocolate notes are there. You get a nice hoppy kick towards the finish. It's not bitter by any means, but adds to like that oaky barrel aspect. Almost get that like something water profile something on the nose. That could be the malts. It's not coffee forward. Doesn't taste anything like that. You're getting cherry. It's almost like a dark, almost tart cherry, and it sees in through the finish. It's not bad. I'm enjoying this product.
Nice.
So
You're twinning.
yeah, KBS been letting me down. This not too bad here. So
You know what's funny,
who
Andrew?
knows? It can change rapidly.
Hey, Andrew, I've never had any issue of those series. I don't know why, but I've never had.
Oh, ever since they sold out in 2019, it just ain't been the same, Alex.
Maybe there's something wrong with my palate. I don't know.
I just don't like the new CBS stuff, man, or the KBS stuff. CBS was working.
Well, the CBS is only one episode. There was no series on that. It was just the CBS.
They could have.
Yeah, they could have done that. Yes, exactly, but they didn't. I wish they did.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
All right. Well, cheers, Mr. Linus. Thank you.
Damn, that Mountie on the bottle caused us all the grief.
CBS.
Yeah,
Whatever.
is what it is.
We've got Tanner in his fridge,
Hello,
Alright.
in your fridge.
pulling out a Miller Lite.
Yeah, I actually have a Miller Lite. This is I've never had this before.
Well, that's not a light.
Oh,
That's a
fuck
highlight.
it.
This is High Life. I've never had it before. I'm gonna be reviewing this now. All right, I got a beer by Grimm. This is their you can't really see it. It's called Dream Weapon.
That's cool.
Dream Weapon IPA. Got El Dorado and Columbus hop, 6.4% alcohol by volume. Yeah, they got this silver lettering on top of a aluminum can. It's really hard to show off, but cool can art, very simple. It's $4.39 for a single can.
Plus tax.
True. Canned on 1/9/2023. So this is 3 days shy of being a month old. Yeah. Let's crack it open. All right. I got my Lindemann's glass. I haven't used this in a while. Kind of like a Tiku, but a little bit more round at the top. Pour it up. All right. Oh, do a little tap. Do a little Dan method. All right, we're good. So it's not super murky hazy, but there's definitely a nice haze to it. But it's not like your thick, gloopy, gloppy New England IPA. It is a single IPA, 6.4. I'd say it's a lighter orangey yellow color, about a finger. White, kind of sudsy head. Tight knit bubbles, very small bubbles on the side. Lots of effervescence, though. You can see it's pretty rapid in the glass. Actually, you can't see. But yeah, looks solid. Good for the nose.
Cheers. Or sniffers.
Sniffers. There's a lot of pineapple.
Be careful, Chadio. Come sue you.
Yeah. Pineapple, it's actually very citrusy. Candy-like aromas like candied orange. Some cereal grains in there, little biscuity, bready. Slight floral, hoppy aroma. Slight hint of, say like candied melon. Not like honeydew or cantaloupe, but more of like a candied kind of melon. Yeah, smells solid. It's a good balance between the two. Definitely not super. It's not like jumping out of the glass as far as like the fruits, but it smells solid. Let's dive in. Cheers, guys.
Please be delicious.
Splash.
Alex, it's very
Creamy.
You got it, bro.
Yes. Exactly. That's what I want.
It's actually it's a good combination of a creamy body with a high carbonation, which is a little different. Usually you get one or the other. It's very spritzy on the tongue. More candy notes. I'd say this is more a candied citrus, like New England IPA. There's a little bit of peach and a little bit of that like melon on the back end. A little berry. But yeah, I'd say this is more of a fruity New England IPA. A little bit of breadiness. There's actually not much hop resin. There's a little bit of like an astringency. But as far as like a lingering bitterness, it's really not there. It kind of dies off. The finish is a little underwhelming. It's a little lackluster. It doesn't really stick around. It's kind of just fall. It's like you get it and then it just kind of drops off. It's a little disappointing, but definitely very sessionable. It's still a good beer. Nothing offensive in flavor. I like the carbonation part. I like the mouthfeel, body. But yeah, it's just kind of lacking as far as flavor. Maybe I've just had too many double New Englands recently, and I just kind of expecting that out of something that's. Well, I mean, to be fair, I've had some stuff that's like 6.5, and they taste like double IPAs. Overall, not bad. Just not super mind blowing, but still a good brew. So numbers next time around. Cheers, guys.
All right. Thank you, Tanner. Cheers. All right. We got Eric.
This is very Eric.
Hello. Thank you for stopping by the Bumpy Road Brews channel of YouTube. This is Tom Smell 75 that does the Massachusetts beer reviews for you. And I got a beer that says 1-3 on it for the canning date on the side of the can. And it says it's from, I think it says Fiden's Brewing Company. Ooh, yeah, dude. It's called The Butcher.
Butcher.
There you go. And it is 8.5% Mosaic Galaxy Nelson.
You got that at Yankee Spirits?
I certainly did yesterday.
Oh, nice.
That's way more money than I
Your
wanted.
future's looking brighter, Tanner.
That's more money than I wanted to spend on a 4-pack of beer. However, I was not letting that 4-pack just stay there at that store.
Yeah, yet again, I don't get that shit.
Which one did you go to, Eric?
I mean, I was in the Attleboro, South
Oh,
Attleboro.
they had that in Attleboro? Oh, they must have got another drop.
Well, I only seen one of these 4-packs out of
three.
So I had it.
The brewery is 3 hours away from me. I can't find that in any fucking bottle shop near me.
You get like
You live fucking states away. You're getting that shit. Go for it.
That Attleboro Mass gets like random case drops of Hop Butcher.
Oh.
That's how I got the Jasper.
That's
I'm looking for
That
hot.
tasted good. All right.
When I say Hop Butcher, I meant
I
Fighting.
went too aggressive on that pour, but that's okay. All right. So Nelson.
Well, no, now you technically had the beer. You got to get rid of it now.
Oh, sorry.
wow.
Go
Lots of
Eric,
carbonation.
send Dan a beer. Now.
This one's super carbonated. This one's super orange. It's fairly, there we go. It's fairly orangey colored. That looks way better when I do that. A nice, yeah, my buddy Alex knows how to pour a beer better than I do today. Nice 2-finger head, really. Yeah. Sure.
That's an extra beer master pour. You're good.
We'll see what it looks like when I get towards the bottom of the canning. If there's any real chunky bits of the sediment of the unfiltered yeast strain in there. But the smell on it, yay, that smells very, very nice. Ooh. Smells very tropical. I'm still getting that green. Some people call it the hop burn. I would say it's got a green herbaceous character to it. It's very pithy and grapefruit oriented. I am getting some of the berry notes from the Mosaic, definitely. I'm getting tons of tropical, juicy notes to it. Lots of dank notes. I'm getting a little bit of, that onion garlicky note. I know Tanner's going to laugh at me if I say it's got that green vegetal, like almost like a celery kind of a note there, yeah. It's got a nice white bready malt sweetness. I don't know if they're using the flaked oats or white wheat malt. Their website just says Mosaic hops. And they also say it's 8.2, not 8.5. Interesting. Mosaic hops for the Whirlpool, 50-50 split Nelson and Galaxy for the dry hop. So, yeah, very, very berry fruit, juicy in the background, nice and sweet. But for the style, the sweetness is very appropriate. So I am curious. Cheers, the butcher.
That shit looks good, bro.
Yeah.
Does look good.
Cheers, man. What did you pay for a 4-pack, Eric?
I think it was something dumb like $27.99.
Holy balls!
I was not leaving that beer in that store though.
I paid like $8.50 for a single can, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, it's about to go right. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Super soft mouthfeel. I do feel the 8.5 a little bit. It's not devoid of an alcohol percentage. It's towards the end of the finish where you're getting some of the heft of the alcohol a little bit. Not too bad though. A nice pillowy, smooth, velvety texture and mouthfeel. It's got a nice creaminess from the head is really evident. There's a lot of oily, dank, resinous qualities to this beer. I'm definitely getting something says raspberry for a minute, but there's definitely a blueberry note from the Mosaic. I'm definitely getting the tropical juicy notes. Definitely a lot of peach and papaya. Grapefruit's definitely in there. Some orangey notes are in there. There's definitely a good considerable amount of bitterness in the background, in the back end on the finish. Getting a lot of oily, tropical, or hop oily resin flavors in that one. Definitely green, herbaceous. I think it sat around for what was it, a month and 3 days now. I think that's a perfect amount of time for this. It doesn't have a super amount of hop burn, but maybe other people might think it does. I think this is perfect where it is right now. Again, there's a little bit of heft in the mouthfeel, and in ABV, it's a medium plus mouthfeel for the body. It's very crisp, nice mouthfeel or nice carbonation zing, and it is super refreshing. I can't really complain. Besides the price, I can't really complain a whole bunch about the beer other than I kind of wish the 8.5 was masked a little bit more. I mean, you're not getting a whole bunch, but you're getting more than I think you generally would in a style like this. And it's got a really nice resiny, hoppy taste during the finish. So if that's not really your game, you want more of a more rounded tasting beer experience with less bitterness, then this may not be the one for you. But if you can find said beer, if you can, this would be definitely worth the time at least once. I know, crazy amount of money. I didn't want to spend that, but I'm like, I'm not leaving that at the store. So very, very nice.
Cheers.
Thank you all. BuMpY. Thanks for having me.
Cheers,
Thanks
bro.
for being on.
You guys don't pay tax, right?
Oh, we got 6 points. We got 6.25% tax.
That Attleboro Mass, that Yankee Spirits doesn't charge tax. So.
30.
Really? I don't know.
You're crazy, dude.
Eric, I appreciate your swirl game.
They charge for the can deposit.
Thank you.
All right, so I got one from Great Notion. This is a canned one, something 23, so it's fresh. It's called Orange Creamsicle, 7% AZ IPA with fruit, India Pale Ale with orange tangerine. It's basically a milkshake IPA without the vanilla flavoring.
How old is it, beer man?
It's 1/2/23 or something.
Oh, okay. You got a fresh beer.
I got a fresh beer.
Yes, fresh one. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it contains milk sugar, so it's not quite a milkshake IPA. It's almost there. So we'll see how that goes. Let's get this into a glass.
Speaking of whales, you're drinking whales right now.
Oh,
That shit over here is like
I lean back.
expensive as fuck.
Nice hazy. Yeah, it looks like kind of like a New England, I guess. I don't know. Everyone's all wonky woo with the hazy and the New England thing, but but it's a half of my index finger on the pour. White head, a little rocky on the top, kind of sudsy. Oh wow, jeez. That smells like a 50-50 bar.
Nice. I don't know what that is. A 50-50 bar. I never heard of
With
it.
the vanilla ice cream inside, the orange
Oh,
ice
yeah.
cream on the outside.
Oh yeah, I've had them. Okay, I didn't understand what you're saying.
It does have a little bit of kind of suntan lotion kind of smell to it.
Oh, that's what coconut beers do sometimes.
It does have a coconut vibe to it as well. It might be the milk, like a
Artificial.
milky. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but very orangey, very orange, milky orange, sweet orange. It's really all you get too. It's so saturated with orange and like milk sugar and a bit of like a vanilla aroma. I'd say orange and lemon, lime. There we go. Okay. So Kansas Theater opaque beer, medium rising bubble, and Beerman's nose hair in there.
Ew.
It is a light yellowish or dark murky yellow, almost pushing orange. Let's get into the taste. Cheers.
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 Oh wow, man.
Be delicious.
That's so good.
That's
That's fucking good. It tastes kind of like what's that? Sherbet. The sherbet with the lime, lemon. It's like a lime, lemon, orange sherbet, and it's got like a kind of a milky. It's got a fullness from the
Like
lactose for sure.
Like a rainbow sherbet.
Rainbow sherbet, yeah, kind of tastes like rainbow sherbet. Medium body, almost pushing medium light, kind of medium body though. Dry finish. Mouthfeel is not creamy. It's kind of, I guess, pushing creamy, but it's soft. It's soft and it's got a little bit of a zest. It's drying in the finish. There's no alcohol. Lemon, lime, orange, and it says that they don't have vanilla in it, but it does taste like vanilla. That milky, milk sugary, lactosey kind of thing. Boy, that really good. It's really got some flavor. It's really sweet. It's got this sweetness, definitely from lactose. It's got that sweet bite to it. I just want to keep drinking it. It doesn't taste like beer at all. It tastes like a fruit drink. It's incredible. I'd like to taste this in a sour version of this. That would be really nice, like a pastry sour or something. I'm getting a little bit of a herbaceous-y kind of danky thing in the finish as I clench my tongue to my palate. That's weird. All right, that's it. Cheers.
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 Sounds great.
Delicious.
Thanks, Bearman. And JV's gonna be buying your book of beer poetry tomorrow. He's really excited.
It's funny.
Yeah, you got
All right.
any promo codes?
A
We
legendary.
got somebody who we got hooked now on drinking beers with us.
That's right.
welcome.
Hi, everybody.
By the way,
Yeah, I
Sparkles.
am.
By the way, Sparkles, legendary Angie's live right now. I just put her on my beer community. And
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm just watching the picture of it because I wanted to be here. Okay, this one might do me in actually.
nah, you'll be fine.
This is a 14.6%,
Oh, distill.
Good Lord. Woo.
and it's a
You like them
Dusty
big ones, huh?
brewery. It's called Das Vidania,
Ooh.
and it's out of Illinois. And let's see what happens here.
They make really good New England
And
IPAs.
it's a stout.
They've won a lot of awards for their New England IPAs. That company.
Let's
Oh,
see what
look at that. It looks just
That's-
like coffee.
that's a stout. That's not New England.
It's a bourbon
Oh.
barrel aged stout, I believe. Actually,
It is.
It
It's a
is.
bourbon barrel aged for several months.
nice.
Check this out, man. I'm not how I poured it, but it's got a nice. It looks kind of like coffee ice cream on the top. And Normal, Illinois is the brewery out of
Yeah.
Destin Brewery. Whoa. Definitely smelling coffee right off the bat. There's a black cherry note to it. Some toffee. It hmm, it doesn't smell real loaded with alcohol, but it tastes maybe something different. I think toffee and coffee seems to be the strongest note.
Cheers.
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 Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm drinking a dessert. A
Well,
rich chocolate coffee black cherry dessert.
Normally, those kind of beers are like a dessert, Sparkles.
Sometimes.
Mm.
It stays on the tongue as that toffee and coffee flavoring. Doesn't disappear. It's a very rich, solid flavor. I don't get a lot of that, hit me with the alcohol kind of feeling until after I've had the whole can, right?
Oh, yeah.
When I first sip it, it tastes salty. There's some saltiness, but then it blends out, kind of like a cake batter. When you first taste it, you get that real hint of any kind of saltiness you might have put in the cake batter. It's a little hoppy afterwards. Definitely something I wouldn't drink a lot of, not just because of the percentage, but because it's very rich.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see it looks like a cup of coffee.
Hell yeah.
A little bitter at the very end. And I think that's, the coffee part of it. But the flavor stays pretty long on the tongue.
And Sparkle, you can also age it too. You can get a couple cans, drink one or two, and then put it on the side for a couple years and drink it, later. Not once you open it, obviously you don't want to do that. But I'm saying you take a couple cans and yeah.
That sounds good.
That'd be awesome.
The date on the bottom is December 22.
Oh.
That's fairly fresh.
Yeah, that's a fresh one, my friend.
There's not a lot of bite in terms of any kind of effervescent. It's just smooth. I like it. I think it would be kind of good as an after dinner thing. I get that hint of maybe cream de cocoa or cream, the cream de cocoa notes and the coffee liqueur. Because there is a sweetness. I think it's okay. I think it's all right. Cheers.
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 Heck yeah.
Cheers.
I don't know if I left anything out, but there you have it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. That's a good
I
review.
think you got all Beer Man's Cliff Notes.
Yeah, I got the book right here. No.
Keep it up there, Sparkles, my friend.
All right.
I'll get
Thank
better.
How you doing? You're doing great.
Pretty good. Cheers.
Good
I
review.
think you're
Better than
already
this guy.
big.
That was the chair.
Okay, keep going.
Come on, recreate it, chair.
See?
All right. I've got another clad.
Clad.
Good.
Well works. All right.
This one's WeldWorks in Parish Brewing.
Ooh.
Oh,
Bayou
boy.
Juice.
Ooh, that looks good.
Bayou juice.
Hazy
Brewed by
IPA.
WeldWorks.
It's brewed by WeldWorks. 6.8% ABV. That's about it. It doesn't tell me what hops are in it. That's sad.
Hmm.
It was canned on 12/22/22. So it's yeah, about a month and a half. Let's crack it, pour it,
Should be good.
drink it. Should be fine. Yeah.
Crack it, pour it, and drink it.
But like I said, it's
Ooh, that looks delicious.
Decent.
All right. So yeah, it's got a very tight white frothy head. Ooh, leaving a little bit of alcohol lacing actually on my little alcohol legs at 6.8%.
Hmm.
yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe it's not alcohol legs. Maybe it's just moistness. Yeah, the beer itself is a nice kind of yellow haze. Let me hold it up closer. Maybe it'll look more like it's looking to me. That's about the color. Yeah, yellow, orange haze. Opaque, can't see through it. Some aromas. Kind of a citrusy pineapple note from afar.
Mm.
Yeah, passion fruit, tangerine. Kind of as I get in there close. Ooh, pineapple, a lot of pineapple. Yeah, it's like pineapple, tangerine, passion fruit all day long as I sing this song. Yeah,
You mean like all night long?
all night long.
Depends on how long you're up, I guess.
All night. All night.
Yeah, it smells good. It smells kind of like a Tropicana fruit mix drink. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Prost.
Cheers, Bobby.
Toast.
First off, it's like a medium body that's super like fluffy, super fluffy. It like touches your tongue and then just lifts off, and then it becomes a cloud.
Yeah, dude. Like that one we had the other day. It's like it almost like foams. It just
Yeah.
like spritzes away.
Oh, that's cool.
Had a few.
Carbonation's in the medium realm. It's got a lot of like wheat flavors to it. It's kind of wheat throughout from start to finish. There is a touch of like tangerine, more actually citrus orange, a little tangerine-y. It's got a little bit of that kind of orange sweetness. Some of that passion fruit's there on the palate as well. More pineapple. There's more pineapple on the nose than I'm getting on the palate. But I can still see a little bit of like a pineapple possibly being hidden in there. Maybe a little bit of a peach skin as well. That's kind of where it goes into the bitterness. Is I'd say on the mild side, it's like mild to moderate on the bitterness, and it's kind of like a cross between like peach skin and like orange pith and rind for the kind of finishing flavors, and that just kind of lingers on. .8% ABV. I'd say no real alcohol flavors. I'd say it drinks right around that. So it drinks for its ABCs. ABV.
BuMpy.
Say that again, Bumpy.
Yeah,
It's
good drip,
I'm
BuMpy.
gonna say the aromatics better than the flavors. Mouthfeel on this is phenomenal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and we'll get to everybody's favorite as part of this whole show.
Free-for-all?
Free for all.
Free-for-all. This beer, this Fightin's beer, I had to say this really quickly.
Cheers.
I'm gonna try to say it as quickly as possible. So I didn't have any sediment in the glass when I poured it, but now there's sediment in there from the yeast, unfiltered, and it actually is bringing out way more of an overall fruitier tropical note. And I feel like the bitterness is a little more. I don't know how to really describe it, but I feel like it's a little more balanced. It's got more of a consistent bitterness throughout the sip, and it's a little more. At this point, I feel like the mouth feels even more velvety in texture and smoother with this yeast from the bottom of the can kind of mixed up into the beer. So I'm liking it more right about now than I did when I was reviewing it a couple of minutes ago. So yeah, again, it's a stupid $27.99 for a 4-pack of beer is a dumb thing, but I was not leaving that at the store, and I'm enjoying that. I don't know if it's gonna get. I did a beer review on my channel. I forget what the name of the beer was. Something in Punishment by Fightin's. I gave Tanner a couple of Treehouse beers, and he traded me a couple of beers, and one of them was that Fightin's beer, and I gave it a 98 out of 100. I don't think this one is quite as good as that particular beer, but if that beer was a 98, probably the best beer rated all year last year. If that beer was a 98, this beer, I'll go with the 90. I want to say 94, so I will stick with the 94. It's a very high on the 94. It's just a little bit more bitter and a little bit more alcohol forward up front, just a little bit than I'm used to in these kind of beer styles. In this New England double IPA style, usually they're pretty well mashed, but at least it's reminding me it's got some heft and body to it. It is pretty smooth, easy drinking beer, but it does have some heft in the alcohol and with a little bit of the alcohol punch towards the end, but it's fairly dry, so you're not getting left with the alcohol for very long, but you're noticing it and you're noticing the bitterness. So those things you do appreciate in more of your IPAs than the Butcher 94. I'm gonna stick with that. Great beer.
I don't know if it's proper to compare a beer to a cocktail.
Sure.
But I drink more cocktails than I do beer. And I have to say, this reminds me of a Black Russian. And even the aftertaste, and God forbid I should put a little half and half in there. It'd be like a White Russian, but it really does, to me, feels a lot like a Black Russian. The finish of it, the immediate taste of it, and it stays with you. That aftertaste stays with you with all of those amazing notes, especially the coffee, the toffee, the chocolate, and it's thick. I mean, it tastes thick, and it doesn't have that. God, I'm going to get drunk. There's too much alcohol. Now that'll catch up with me, I'm sure. But it does make me think of a Black Russian, and it has. If I were to say a percentage, since I'm pretty early in the game of rating. The other stouts I've had, I would probably put this in about maybe 95%, because it is so intense with its separate flavors.
So you're saying, Sparkles, the last stouts, they were a little bit less flavor.
A little less flavorful. Yeah, this is so rich. I mean, so incredibly rich, and even the aftermath of it is still there. And so to me, I like that. I don't like an aftermath that is like, sour, and it is a little sour if you wait long enough, but I like that finish to be dry but still have that full richness.
Nice.
And this one has it for sure.
Now, aging in a barrel has a lot of impact on the beer. If you leave something in a barrel for so long,
it's an oak.
Outside,
It's an oak bourbon barrel.
Yeah, and inside of the barrel is like, if you ever, it's like kind of like a honeycomb.
Okay.
When it gets hot, they expand, and then liquid goes into the sides of the barrels.
Nice.
and it causes like this chemical reaction, and that's why you get so much flavor out of like whiskey and barrel aged beers. And I'm totally with you. I love bourbon barrel aged beers compared to like any regular imperial style. I think it totally opens it up and just makes
Good
it
information for me, beer man.
over
Thank
the
you.
top. You know, yeah, it's those beers are good, but like you said, they'll catch up to you with the high ABV.
I'm almost tempted to put some cream in it, but I won't do it online.
It won't hurt if you did it online.
Hopefully, if it's carbonated, hopefully it doesn't curdle. You don't want it curdling.
Right. You don't want it to curdle. That's why I'm not going to do it. But
That
it
would be
really
good.
is a very rich, flavorful
Well, that's why you have a that's why you have a spoon. So if that happens, you just there you go.
So that's why I'll call it a cocktail beer, actually.
Through that.
That doesn't always work like that, Alex. Sometimes it has an adverse effect when you add the alcohol and the cream. It doesn't always work with everything.
No.
You got me, Andrew.
Maybe just drink it on the side along with it.
Don't shoot me, Andrew.
Yeah, exactly. No, that would be cool. Yeah.
You don't want that.
Andrew, I'm having fun with you, my friend.
We used to do that shit to people. We call them cement mixers, and it'd be like a shot of Bailey's. You'd buy it was just like a gag shot, and they'd serve them like a shot of Bailey's, but they'd squeeze lemon on it. Ooh. So when they go to shoot it, it just like curdles instantly.
Hey, maybe doing a shot of Bailey's, after a sip of this, who knows? Who knows what the body's going to do,
Well, there you go. Well, but then you're pushing it. You'd have to share that. Probably.
It'll just curdle.
That's the thing with some of those big beers, man. It can be a lot, but I don't know. Comes with the nostalgia. I'm telling you what, the medicinal qualities are coming out of this big time.
You know what? I'm gonna need Dan to settle down.
Cherry, fancy cherry, like the fancy cherry cough drops, dude. What Ludens or whatever.
This is more like that chocolate cordial, with the cherry inside.
Yeah.
So Dan, the other day, right? I did a review on a New England IPA, and I had the can stored upside down. When I cracked it open, all of the sediment popped out of the top of the can, and it was all over the rim of the can.
Yep.
It was.
Well,
that's all the good stuff.
Yeah, but it's very appealing looking, though.
It's not appealing, but at the
dude,
same time,
it's like spooge.
It,
it's like green hop spooge and shit. It's like the minuscule amount of trube that they can't fucking filter
May I
out.
suggest a final rating and a score from miscellaneous?
Davey, you're right. Carbonation is.
You're trying to. You weren't trying to yet. Okay. I thought somebody cut you off there for a second. I'm like, oh,
no,
we're good. We have
it's it's turning a little bit more on the.
By somebody.
I got you. Okay. You want anyone cutting you off?
It tasted really good when it was cold, but it's not where it needs to be.
What's your turn signal on if you're going to cut people off?
Coming for you.
That sounds good. I've seen that.
Oh, sorry.
Listen here, bud.
Get fucked.
Nerd.
You know what, Dan? I'm done with your attitude, all right?
Do we hear Alex? Wait a minute. Alex say
good thing for you, Tana, there's a button up in the right hand part of your portion of the screen. You fucking hit it, and you're fucking done.
Jesus.
I'm going to give my beer 100.
Oh, whoa.
JV, you're here too? Holy balls.
Wow.
Are you here, Jeremy Vincent, to hear that?
I fucking love your rating, Alex.
What's that?
You got a hundo, JV. Shit.
Because I know you like this beer too, much like Dan, and it's a very delicious beer. I loved it, so it gets 100.
Even with the tea nose?
What? With what?
Yeah, you said it smelled like
Even with
tea.
the tea nose.
Like it was oxidized.
No, it did taste like oxidized, but as I was drinking it, I don't know if it really was oxidized. It has that. It had that flavor, but also it did have that great creaminess. That great. I mean, again, I don't like oxidized beers, but I don't know if it really was oxidized. It
What was
just
the date on it, Alex?
It ain't oxidized.
It,
I could
it-
tell
it's
by
like-
looking at it. It ain't oxidized.
I don't think it was. I think it was just.
What
It
was
just
the
had
date?
that. It just had that T note. That's all. It wasn't like that. That I don't even know. I
What's
like.
the date on it, Alex? Hold up the bottom of the can.
Sure, Chief.
Chief or
Those
something.
aren't fireworks. They're JB. They're shooting down a balloon.
11/17/2022.
11/17.
Nah, it's fine.
It's
Not
only
super
3 months old.
Yeah, so it's
About
good
time to
beer.
drink it, luckily.
Three
Yeah.
months.
So I gave it 100. If you can get this beer, please do.
We do. All right.
And that's it.
If
I
you
know
were
you
fully
did-
oxidized, Josh, you would cease to be.
Yeah, it wasn't oxidized. I just don't know. Maybe it was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just starting to bend because it's getting towards that older date.
Give it. The,
Oxy.
Josh has been drinking OxyClean.
I think
Holy I don't
I think
recommend
Other
that.
half has a canning issue, Dan.
Flavor
What's that?
crystals.
Oh, I thought he was done with that. Bumpy.
Here's how you upset Dan. I think other half has a canning issue.
I don't think that's the case.
Listen, squirrel. Fucking do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do this with me.
I mean, dude,
Hit these buttons in the order I say.
Why do you have a red
Control,
sock chat?
Alt,
Your phone is
delete.
Unreal.
Yeah.
yes,
You're the man,
sir.
Dan. Don't forget that.
Are you from Boston, Dan?
By the way, I slammed the shit out of that fucking Dunkel. Slammed it.
Was that good, huh? Or that bad?
Dude, that Dunkel was fantastic. Seriously,
Oh, good.
it was. I'm rather impressed because I feel like, it's obviously not a style they do often, and quite frankly, I don't know if Fifth Hammer and KCBC do that style that often. But it the more and more I drank it, it just became sweeter and sweeter, but at the same time there was this nice coffee bitterness to balance it out, and there was like this, I don't know, like the Chex Mix, but like the sweet version of it, and you get like the rye chip in there and everything, and
Oh wow.
like it was really good, and the body set it apart from everything else. Like if the body wasn't what it was, I don't know if I had enjoyed it much, but because the body was so full and just smooth, it was. Yeah, it's. I actually just texted Mike. I said, "Hey, I checked the website. They still have 4-packs of it. We need to go buy one like ASAP." So it was fantastic. Yeah, and it's nice to have a well-made beer that's not like an IPA
Oh,
or a stout.
thanks,
You
JV.
know what I mean?
It's not her first rodeo there, JV. She's been on before.
Couple times, but
Second rodeo.
thanks, JV.
Listen, Sparkle shows up and she's always just like, we're all drinking regular beers. She's just like, hey, check out my 20% fucking barrel stout I got. Like what was it like last week? Or
Yeah,
before? It was like
that was
or
not
something.
what I was expecting. I
13
saw the can. I'm like, yeah, I know the
Like
company.
Sparkle, you're hardcore. Cheers to you.
Well, you know
are
what?
Hardcore.
I went to Total Wine and I said, let me see if I can find the highest percentage I can so I can try it. And I gotta say, after only half a can, it's a little ting.
Yeah,
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
you're
Just
handling it a lot better than
It's
Josh.
like
Josh.
drinking a
Yeah.
bottle of
Yeah.
wine or something in a 16-ounce can.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Drink a second one
yeah.
afterwards.
It's all right
I
if
think you're right.
it
Hey,
starts
anything
hitting,
I can do to sparkle, what can I say,
if it starts hitting you too hard, I'll
After
just
party
cut you
over
out.
on Sparkle channel.
So when you're done that can, have a second one, Sparkle.
Man.
You'll be
Have
fine.
a second
Oh,
one?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
no.
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
you're doing really well. If Tanner would have drank half that can already,
You'd
he'd
be
been searching through the
by
neighbor's
now,
trash
dog.
for full beers.
Yeah, says the guy
Drooling
that
on him.
Are my cheeks red yet?
I don't want to hear
You'll be fine. She'll be fine, Tanner. I'm
No,
telling you.
surprisingly, with all that paint
Match
you
your
got.
hair.
Really?
Who took your shoes off for you, Dan? I don't want to hear nothing out of you.
Trust me, Tanner. She'll be fine if she had a
A
second one.
hostile
She
individual.
won't be. She won't be.
Listen,
I'll be
Tanner,
fine.
the only way you could have made that night better is if I woke up to a nice steaming hot cup of Dunkin' next to me in the morning.
I think we did.
Well, I got a mark.
Yeah.
Actually, I did. Yeah. Matt went and got Dunkin'.
When he was leaving, and he's like, bro, I'm driving into town. It's early as fuck. Just trying to find a
You have to
Dunkin'.
go for the gusto.
I should ask Angie, do you think
I
Sparkle
remember
would be
that
fine if she had a
Marco
second can? And she'd probably say, yeah,
No
it should be fine.
A what?
Pour
Do
Call it
what?
two can sparkle.
2 cans for.
I'll make you
Yes,
sparkle. Yeah,
yes.
Watch me pour this one.
So
Don't do choo
That's
choo.
the fun, everybody.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw my score out on this beer.
Oh my God.
Even though it has a lot of good things going for it, like great mouthfeel, pretty decent aromas, the flavors are just not quite cracked up for what I think they should be. But still, I'm going to score it at a decent score of 40.5 out of 50. So it's going to land in between good and very good.
Nice.
That's on WorldWorks because
Yeah.
Paris is fantastic.
This creamsicle is actually a milkshake IPA. It has vanilla in it, so that extra additive adjunct is
You have like Orange Julius on a stick
Oh, that
type
sounds great.
beer.
yeah, there's an
You know,
orange Julius beer for
person,
sure.
Like, yeah, I know exactly, dude. That's
It's
just
scored very high on
dude.
both Beer Advocate and
I
Untapped.
bet.
So
I like
I'll give this a 94 out of 100 for sure. Very good.
I like that creamsicle idea.
Oh yeah,
I can't get any milkshake
Creamsicle are good.
IPAs, dude. It's like I get like funneled in like 2 products, and they're both not
I'm
good.
making one soon.
This Grim, it's very I don't know, this is an odd product because it's very sweet, but it's like thin and kind of lackluster for a 6.4. I mean, not to go there, but I've had some maybe even lower or right around the same ballpark ABV IPAs from like Treehouse and even like Hot Butcher, Long Live Beerworks, that is, Tilted Barn, even.
No.
And this is just kind of it's lackluster. It's like it's sweet, it's super drinkable, it's super sessionable. The flavor is on point. It's just not enough. Like it has good flavor, but it's just thin and light bodied. It's more of your like sessionable. Like if I handed you this, I think you would think it was like a straight 6% ABV, and maybe even I don't know. It's very light, and then even like the coloration to it, you can tell it's just not your super hop forward New England IPA. And I will say I've had much better by Grim. But for a number for this, I put it around like the mid, or not mid, like close to the 90, but kind of still in the 80 range. So like 80. I'll give it like an 88. There's nothing offensive. It's very drinkable, very crushable. ABV definitely isn't noticeable. Like you said, it's kind of drinking lower than what it actually is, but it's just kind of lackluster. A little disappointing because some of the other IPAs that I've had by Grim were very good. This is another New York company that is pretty popular over here, and they make some good products. So
They have a good sour beer program too. Really good.
All right.
Grim,
So
Grim, yeah, their sour beers are super good.
I had that bomber bottle. I forgot what kind of sour it was.
I had one called Colors years ago. It was
Oh, that's the one that I had.
It was, yeah. That beer was awesome.
Color Field or something.
Something like yeah.
final thought on that, man.
I
The
really like
new
that beer, yeah.
KBS chocolate cherry. You know what? Like this beer has its points, like where it's good, and like through like a session, it takes a dive, but it ended up kind of like rounding back out pretty smooth, you know. Like I like I said, it would have been like 40 minutes. I pulled it out because it's cold. It's supposed to be served at a higher temperature than like pilsners and shit. So it was really good then. I got a lot of like medicinal cherry and that actually kind of fell off, and I just had a sip of it, and it's very like smoky barrel. It changes as it gets warmer. I get more tobacco,
I'll have to try
like
that.
umami type things, and it says it's like barrel aged, but I almost get like a wine type of thing. It gives me like a tawny port because you can get like coffee and dark fruit, and they said they make this with cherry.
Tawny port. Okay, now I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, they do like cognac barrel, all kinds of different. They put shit, all kinds of different barrels.
I love the Founder series.
It's
Love it.
I don't know, man. I'm really on the fence.
Maybe there's something wrong with my palate. Like I said, I don't know.
I gave it a 3.7.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm not a big fan of cherry in beers, to be fair, though.
Okay, well that's understandable. That's a damn.
I'm gonna give it an 89.
Okay.
It's not bad. That's one of the better products I've had, but like I said, it has its weird points in there.
What'd you
when
get
the beer
again?
transitioning in temperature. But I don't know.
Legendary Andrew, would you
I
get?
might pick one more of those up depending on the situation, or for like a beer and cheese or something abstract.
Or you can age them. Andrew.
No, bueno.
Easy.
I only bought one bottle, Alex.
Oh, okay. Well, you can age it then, because you only bought one. I give you a spray.
Mix of sixes or whatever, right?
I give it your spray.
Yeah, Ozzy. It's got like there's a winey type of after it gets warm. I don't know. It's good. I don't know.
He gets all whiny. He starts to cry a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He forgot his cheese, bro.
Oh,
That's what happened.
I got plenty of cheese.
That's why he was crying and wine.
Has everybody gone? Said, hey, oh man,
Children, what's up? Good, but
Slim's that boy.
I don't know who's here, but
don't analyze too
it's
hard.
Legendary
Alex.
Dan's wife. Okay.
Don't analyze too
I
hard.
fucking-
Santa
Don't
Claus.
analyze too
That's
hard.
not-
Go to bed.
He's on vacation.
Yeah.
Don't ever wanted vacation.
You just see that door
Oh,
fly.
man, but well,
You tell him,
wanted to
Dan,
get
he's
away,
on
get
vacation.
away. Look what happened.
Your man's on vacation all year until December.
Yeah. It's all Beer Man's fault.
It cracks me up. It cracks me up.
He created such an impression on my young man that he just can't get enough.
You know what cracks me up? Your wife just walks in the door, picks up your son, and just walks away like it was
Well, what was
nothing.
she gonna do? Not do that?
No, I'm just saying.
That's right. She had to do what she had to do.
Crazy.
I think I have a question, BuMpy, but
You
Ooh.
think you do?
yeah,
Is that a question in itself?
it's a question.
It's a free question.
It's kind of late in the season, though. It's kind of
How many questions do you have?
post
All right.
Christmas.
So yeah, you can go ahead with your question if you like. Everybody's done, right? You all scored.
Sure.
When you're finished with the question, I just wanted to add something.
Okay.
So, what do you guys think would be one of the worst Christmas beer gifts you could ever give anyone?
What?
Mm.
Non-alcoholic beer?
Beer
Yeah.
gift during Christmas.
Got you some Zima, bro.
Right.
Yes, Ema. Oh my God, I haven't thought about that in years.
No.
Well,
Gee.
I'll tell you this much: my worst beer gift. This is on me, and BuMpy knows this. But my worst beer gifts, when it comes to beer, was when I decided not to drink my beer for several months, and it was those Christmas IPAs. Remember?
Yeah. I'm gonna say.
You had a fine selection of aged IPA.
No, let's say BuMpy knows.
Yeah. So I'll start. So because Beerman's down there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, how do we go?
I don't know. You run the
So,
show. I don't
yeah.
have any pull here.
So I'll go first. I'm thinking the worst beer gift somebody could get you. I would say for me right now, probably a homebrew gift.
Oh,
Like something that like if they bought me like malts, like, oh, here, brew a beer, and they gave me malts or something, then they would just go to waste. They'd go stale at this point. So I'd say that's probably the worst gift that I could probably get at this point. Because I used to get like homebrew, like, oh, here's a thing, go to Kettle Keg and get your stuff. And they're closed now too. They closed their doors, so
They're done, huh?
yeah. I don't have a homebrew shop anymore.
Damn.
That's I remember you
well,
saying.
not in your immediate area.
Yeah, not my meeting. Everything has to be online or.
Well, see, that's a
live.
motherfucker though, because then everybody wants to hit you with the shipping and bullshit.
Yeah.
And you have to wait. It's not like you can just go there.
It's not.
grab
Yeah,
something.
it ain't Amazon. Even though that shit, you got Prime, it's still not that fast.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to go with right now. Not that that's a pretty good gift if you're avid and very active in it.
Right.
All right, Angie, it's your turn. Your I can't.
You're toying.
It's your turn. Your turn.
Angie?
That's it, Angie.
Sparkle, BuMpy, you got to get it together.
I'd probably go with the Zima, but the other one that just came to my mind was the Rolling Rock.
Oh, what?
Not
bueno.
crazy about that one.
I don't like it either.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
In answer to the question. Okay, just for kicks and giggles, I have some Irish cream ale or Irish cream right here because I was curious. I was just curious. Remember, I like
do a car bomb.
No,
Yes, ma'am.
Please be delicious.
Yeah,
Wowzers!
Let's go.
Wowzers! That's pretty good. That's actually if you want to really do it as a dessert, man, that's actually good.
That's fucking awesome.
That's
I know,
awesome.
I'm crazy.
I know what you mean. You can't lose at that point.
yup.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Minuscule amount of coffee creamer or something. Just
Yeah, right.
a couple drops, jazz it up.
And actually, it doesn't even.
Well, people do that. Ozzy will do that.
When I put it in the beer, it doesn't curdle or anything.
It's question time.
Actually, not bad.
Cut me off.
Nice.
Okay.
Thanks, Sparkle.
You're welcome.
Dan, if you can answer, of course.
Well, in fear of cutting everyone off, like I usually do. So you know how during Christmas time they put out all these niche little end cap stocking stuffer things or whatever.
Mhm.
And there's the traditional one for the beer enthusiast or whatever. Honestly, those kind of things. Not to call out anyone, but I recently got it's like a flight board with 4 little cups. I mean, I don't know. For me, I'm not pouring a flight at home. I get it, but I'm buying beer. I'll drink this beer, then I'll move on to the next. And I'm not. And it's not even it's not even double. So it's not even I can have people over and say, I can build a couple of flights for people. Like if I'm having it's only one, so I have to give the flight, wash the cups out, then give I don't know. It's like those weird little just gifts that they make specifically for the holiday time. It's almost akin to like perfume sets or body wash sets.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But it's meant for a beer person.
Bubble bath sets.
It's cool. It's cool that the person thinks of you. Oh, you like beer? I'll do this. I'm not trying to look a gift horse in the mouth, but
Flights are hard. I think flights are difficult, and I've had them. I had one in Kansas City, and to me, after a while, it just all tastes the same. You try it, it's good. You wait, you try the other one, and there's still that taste of the first one, and you're building on these, and then you don't know what you've got, and it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. I think.
Now, if I'm a home brewer like Beerman or BuMpY used to be, maybe that'd be cool. Maybe he invites people over and he had that thing, and he'd be like, "Hey, here's a flight of what I've brewed."
I agree.
Family, but I'm not a home brewer. I don't make the race car. I just drive the sumbitch. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's my answer.
I agree.
Nice. Hey, Alex, it's you, man?
I think you're muted, BuMpY.
Don't say what's the question again. Alex, the beer master.
Oh, I thought it was Andrew.
Well, you know what the question is, so you can answer it right away.
Well, my worst beer. Well, as I've said before,
on Christmas,
and it's all the funniness. It's been like this for the past 3 years. I accidentally saved my beers and drank them offline and stuff like that with my YouTube friends, which is BuMpY and everybody. And the ongoing joke is that you saved your Christmas beer. So I don't know why I did that, but
how skunky is it?
It wasn't too bad, but it just wasn't the best. I should have drank them weeks and months prior. It would have been better. Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, BuMpY, you could tell the story too a little bit.
You had basically year old because you were like, "Oh, my Christmas beers," and like this Christmas. And you're like, "No, from last Christmas."
Yeah.
They're almost a year old and IPAs and stuff. It's like,
Nope.
And BuMpY said, "You better drink them. You better drink them because they're not gonna get any better. They're gonna get worse." So that was one of my worst, but other than that, it's been golden. I made my own bed that way. That no one else did that. I made my own bed on that one. So
That's funny.
It's true. It's true. It's back at
Would you say word like bad holiday Christmas?
No, they were just regular beers that I got for Christmas.
Bad gifts given during holiday Christmas. Regarding beer related gifts at Christmas.
Oh my God.
I will say this. My wife bought me the nice Elijah Craig kit, and I've watched some of that whiskey stuff, and it's nothing against the gift at all. It's all with good intentions, but the stones, they don't stay cold too long. I've seen the guys, they use they get there's surgical steel, like food grade fucking, and those stay colder for longer. But I mean, other than that, the whiskey, the extracts that came with it were pretty cool. But it's not like it was a bad gift. Someone's knocking on my door. But yeah. Whiskey stones, gimmicky shit. Don't get people gimmicky shit for Christmas.
What about a nice 6-pack of Stone IPAs, miscellaneous?
Out of date ones at that. And a mixed pack of them.
Was that me?
They're all old.
All right.
Beer for Christmas.
Did you hear what I said, miscellaneous?
Huh?
So what about a nice 6-pack of Stone IPAs?
If they're fresh,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, for me, I would say like a 6-pack of like
I don't hate them. I'm waiting for them to prove themselves again.
All right.
I like shandies. Shandies are like drinking like lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they're just like a massive hangover the next day. That or like any type of ice house product. I
Is
hate
that
ice
because of the
house.
carbonation? Is that because of the carbonation?
Maybe they're just so sugary and sweet.
Oh, okay.
Ice House for Christmas.
The shandies, right? The OG reason behind that is like some event was going on at some place way back when, and they only had so much beer, but they had all these people coming in, so they cut it with lemonade
Mm.
and then
Ah.
served it to everybody. And they
Yeah.
like it. And it's lighter. It's like low ABV, like 3.4%.
Other than
Candy
that,
that's
Mormon beer type.
I think
stuff.
the worst thing that anybody could get you.
But hey, it's crisp, it's light, it's refreshing. You got a little hangover instead of having mimosa. You don't want to go too hard.
The worst
I
thing that
mean,
anybody
now
could
they
ever
got White
get
Claw.
for
and
a
shit.
gift is a 4-pack of Other Half.
What the?
Ice House.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Especially when it's
Ain't that
oxygen.
right, Dan?
Drink it over 211.
Well, when BuMpy gets his beer mail and you get jack shit, you'll know why.
Whoa, what the?
4-pack of Other Half. Terrible.
I have a technical
They're
question.
too expensive. That shit's too rich for my blood. I can't buy that shit down here.
My technical question
Be like Eric.
is, how cold
I'd pay it for fighting.
beer?
Huh?
How cold should you keep the beer? Should you, when you bring it home,
depends on
should
the
it go right
style.
in the,
Yeah.
should it go right in the fridge, or should it? I mean, that's, does it go right in the
It
fridge?
will.
Bring it
It
home.
will. Beer will last longer if it's cold. Any beer, if you keep it at room temperature, especially hoppy beers and stuff, it's gonna kind of quicken up the aging process of the hops going bad.
Okay.
There's also certain beers that have yeast still
Joe's favorite brewery.
that are still possibly active or could regenerate.
Okay.
And like heavily fruited sours and stuff like that with all that extra sugar, the fructose from the
It's still got fermentables in it.
those can actually explode if they get too hot, if they start to re-ferment again.
Yeah.
Like we keep our house at like 68.
Yeah.
And
Typically, you want to keep your beers probably anywhere about 35 degrees for like IPAs,
okay.
lagers, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then
Barrel aged stouts like what you had that
Yeah,
you
like
can
50.
sell in there is just put them in the cooler, dark place
Okay.
to hold them. Like some of those big barrel aged stouts, Trappist ales, Oud Bruins. There's
What
a
do you have
few.
in mind?
There's
You'd want to pull out
you can
before you taste it.
wheat wines, barley wines, because there's beers that you can you can put up, and if you keep them, they're not like hot as shit, and you're keeping them in the dark, you should be okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't have to be in freezing temperatures, but you don't want them
In
to
storm, yeah,
Did that one time by mistake.
like cellar temp, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
I used
you
to
would
I used to
call-
not refrigerate my
Soft
beers at
fresh.
all. I'd just leave them on like the floor,
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
and they'd be like 70 degrees.
Right.
And I was okay with that, but it's like I did notice a difference when I started keeping my beers cold, that they
Okay.
seem to
Good to
stay
know.
fresher longer. Yeah.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, now we're on to Eric, and thanks for asking.
Yeah, it was a good question.
On to Eric. Tell us about 75.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. Well, I tongue in cheek said non-alcoholic beer, but I don't really want that for a Christmas present. I'm not really that fond on winter warmers and stuff that has super heavily like baking spicy. I mean, I like that in bourbons and whiskey, I suppose, but
Right.
stuff like a winter warmer or things that have like fruit cakey notes or what I would
Pumpkin.
imagine a liquid Yankee Candle workshop would taste like. I don't know. I'm not into stuff like
What
that.
about like your
so-
pumpkin
Well,
ale?
those can be okay if it's done subtly. I find that then the winter you're gonna add coriander and clove and nutmeg and this candle spice and that candle. I don't know. Those are the things I would not want to really get for a gift on Christmas. Yeah, no, thank you on the winter warmers. You want to do some imperial stouts or higher ABV styles, like maybe like a Belgian quadruple. We can talk then, but yeah. Beers that smell and taste like the Yankee Candle Workshop at the mall. No point. I'm going with no on that. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yup.
All right. Well, my answer would be to get a Mr. Beer kit.
Oh,
A
no.
stale ass Mr. Beer kit that's been sitting on the shelves forever and ever, trying to get someone to brew beer, and they just never do it. So it's even longer in their closet, kind of like my dad had one forever and ever and ever and ever. I didn't send them that; someone else did. But yeah, Mr. Beer kits aren't very good to begin with, even fresh. So, as a brewer and a beer reviewer, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be very happy. I'd be like, "Oh, thank you," and just put it somewhere else.
Re-gift.
No, don't re-gift. You gonna re-gift that, baby?
I'd put it up on my wall somewhere. Or something. Just like, there you go. No, that's my thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Cheers.
Speaking of that, Alex, you opened up your Mr. Beer gift yet?
Stale ass greens.
I would love to do it, but I would like for someone to do it with me.
No. The answer. So the ingredients are getting pretty old at this point.
Yeah.
I would still do it anyway, which is just to try it.
Not with those ingredients.
Whoa.
No,
Or any kid, if you're not a brewer and don't care to brew.
Right. You gotta know if you're gonna want to get into this hobby.
Eric can come over one day.
You're gonna want to know if you're gonna get into the hobby before you spend a bunch of
Got a
money
long line
on the
to
hobby.
puppies.
I want to get into the hobby before I spend any more. You're right. I just maybe me and you could do it one day, or one of you guys. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Well, what we're gonna do?
Are those beer kits dated?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah, you can order the fresh stuff off MrBeer.com or whatever on their website.
Yeah, so I could basically get rid of my stuff, not get rid of it. Get rid of it.
You keep all the fermentation, like your little thing you
Bottles.
ferment in and stuff like that. You can keep all your bottles and all that. But yeah, the liquid extract that it comes with, the powdered yeast that it comes with that'll be fine for a long, long time. But the liquid extract has usually a shelf life of 3 years.
Wow.
Or something like that.
That's crazy.
And you don't know how old it is for the time you get it.
Okay.
So if you've had it for a couple of years, it may already be expired. But let's go around, and if anybody wants to do promos for their channel and a quick shout out for another YouTuber or an Instagrammer like Sam Smalley or something, go ahead. Sparkle, you're first.
Legendary Sparkle.
I have so many YouTube channels I follow, but of course, Angie Mason, Fluid Art,
Very Angie.
Julie Ibert, Fluid Art. She's amazing. Does a train on Mondays. Any of the trains, like Friday trains, there's so many artists. And, you just go in and see what's happening on like a Friday or a Wednesday or a Monday and see what trains are going and name them individually, but they're all great. They do wonderful things. They share and do amazing art. So, and of course, Art by Sparkle. I'm done.
Dan, have you recovered from your terrible beer yet? No? Dan's still out of commission.
Dan.
Oh, Dan's dead.
Dan is the man of the people, and he's not here for the people.
He's definitely not being the man of the people.
Okay, Alex, we're back to
Alex, it's your turn, bud.
Well, Fruit Friday. A if I remember correctly, BuMpy, I need to ask you. It's Mediterranean, right? I think.
You
because
said
Whoa.
Mediterranean.
it was
Oh,
okay
no.
because legendary
You're bully boys.
Legendary Chadio said something. I wanted to make sure that was correct. So Mediterranean will be doing around 8 o'clock Food Friday with Alex, and then
Nice.
obviously Thursday night we're gonna be doing Alex and Friends between 10 o'clock,
Love
10:30.
Mediterranean.
That's our. I can't wait to do it too. So it's already set up for the Alex and Friends. If you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, you'll see that it's already set up by Alex and Friends.
Nice.
And then check out Legendary, Angie. Check out Richopolis. Check out all of our peeps. Check them all out, please. All of our friends. They have a YouTube channel. Appreciate you, BuMpy.
Thanks, Alex. That was quick.
Well,
Hey,
I
Dan.
could say a lot of things, but I don't want to do that.
Dan, we'll go back to you. If you have any self promos and a couple shout outs, 1 to 2. 1 to 2 would be good.
I'd like to, for our channel, shout out the fact that we're getting through our backlog. So you're going to notice a lot of summertime videos.
Some summertime.
Yeah, some summertime. We're working through it. A whole bunch of Alex's favorite brewery, Pipe Dream. They're in there. So that's a thing. Yeah, shout outs. Hey, I'd like everyone to go check out Beerman's brewing, his live brewing videos where he brews and just goes through the whole process. There may be falling lights in a couple of them, but don't be alarmed. It's quite normal to have batteries in the middle of a stout. Quite normal.
That's great.
But yeah, check it out. I actually, it's a cool process to see, that whole thing from start to finish. I feel like a lot of times you don't get that aspect. You just kind of get like videos where people are like, I threw this in. Now I have this. Now I have this. But he's actually live doing it.
Yeah, he's showing everything to Legendary Beer Man, which is good.
It's a long process.
It's a long.
It is a long process. But I find myself watching some of it, and I'll leave off, and then I'll come back to it a little bit later.
Yeah,
sort of like
that's
listening to
like
a podcast or.
And I do this, and I do this, and I do this.
I don't expect people to be there long.
Yeah. I'd also like to shout out the last beer I had made by Resurgence Brewing Company, Joe's favorite brewery.
Not Richopolis.
That beer was trash. I just drain poured a whole stovepipe can. So yeah, fuck Resurgence. Yeah, I'm done.
Damn, don't go to Resurgence Brewing Company.
Miscellaneous.
Stone.
Now
I'm sorry.
God bless you.
Anyways, I'm just kidding. I couldn't help myself. It was a good opportunity. Shout outs for me. Thursday night beer session. See what's going on. Alex, you busy Thursday?
I don't think so, unless I
Now
do my
you're
own
not.
friends, but that's around 10 o'clock, 10:30, so I could join you.
All right.
All right.
Make
What
sure you
time?
Tune
have a
in
beer.
for the Thursday night beer session.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Me and Alex. Thursday night. 2 products
Yay.
apiece. Hang out for about an hour.
2 beers,
Should
Alex.
be a good show.
Nice.
Other than that, we'll give a shout out to Last Beer. Sunday night beer bowl discussions. Probably not going to happen this Sunday because it's a Super Bowl and Philly's playing. He's a Philly fan.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
Dan.
Hey, if y'all want to join me,
Make Dr. Seuss shit right there. My apologies.
I'll be not watching that.
I didn't write that down. It came off the top. Other than that, Instagram guy, go check out Sam Smalley, Short and Stout. Beer reviews on IG. A good buddy from Down Under. Recently had him on the show. It's good to have him on. And one more.
Hey, Andrew, what time are we doing this?
8.
8 o'clock? Okay, good. Awesome beans.
Hopefully. God willing, Alex.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Make sure you have beer.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I have
Two
beer.
beers. Two products.
Two.
But it has to be craft beer though. It doesn't have to be.
Yes,
just
yes,
beer.
please. I would prefer that.
No,
Good.
they-
Thank you.
So you got a few days. You got a few days.
All right.
To not drink a couple.
Anyways, who the hell else? It's been kicking it. Lep TV Sundays 5 o'clock. Hot seat is moved to there. It used to be right after my show Thursday at 9, but he's doing Sundays now due to scheduling. Go check Lep out. Good dude. Good people. Good channel. Barbecue, recipe swaps, interviews. It's fucking fantastic. Go peep him out.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay.
Cheers, Miss Lance. Thank you.
Cheers, bro. All right.
My
Shout
name's
out.
Anna. I'd like to shout out Duncan.
Oh yeah.
I like for everybody to leave their shoes on so I could take them off for you.
Today's the day. Today is the day.
You know what? Next time it happens, you're fucked. All right. You're falling asleep with your shoes on. All right, Dan.
Can you massage my foot if you do it for me?
Let you sleep there with your legs hanging off the bed. All right.
Like a bum.
Like a bum. There you go, Miss Lane.
I
I
don't
just
know.
wanted that cuddle time that John got. That's all. That's all I'm looking for.
All
It
right.
sounded like something if I was from Rhode Island, I would say.
Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be doing the Potbelly Pub, but we're gonna theme it a little bit. This one's gonna be beer brawl. So you don't have to bring something that's specific to the theme, but if you want to kind of add to the theme and just hanging out, beer brawl is pretty much like you take two beers that are similar in style, or close to each other, and you compare them. So bring maybe two IPAs, two stouts, two porters, whatever you want to bring. It could even be two dark beers, whatever you interpret. Two beers to compete against each other, whatever it is. I haven't done like a theme for the Willet. Normally it's Willet Mix, which is the cocktails and the cubes of beers. But yeah, I'd like to do a beer brawl. Maybe it's two beers that you really enjoy and you just want to see them go head to head. And it's open bar style kind of hangout as well. Yeah, hop on the panel. If not, hang out in the chat.
That's Wednesday at what time?
9.
What coast?
I got
East
Eastern.
Coast?
Yeah, Eastern time. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time.
Nice.
And then shout outs for other people. Go check out Super OG. I like Super. He's awesome. He's a Canadian. He hasn't been doing many videos lately, but he has been going live. So check him out. He used to do a lot of like story film videos
I like that guy.
based off of a lot of like malt liquors and stuff. Yeah, Super's awesome. He's a cool dude. And also check out KY Brew Review. Group of friends from Kentucky. Pretty much just review anything, kind of like me. They review whatever. Wine, tequila, whiskey, brandy, beer. They review it all, but they're entertaining. They're a cool group of people, and they go live every once in a while, every once in a blue moon. And I shout out Ridge. Nobody shouted out Ridge, huh? I'll shout out Ridge. Go check out.
I thought I checked out. I thought I said the chop one.
Yeah, I said Ridge.
Oh.
What about
But Ridge has so many people that he can,
Baby,
Go check out Joe from the Beer Patrol. Cheers.
There you go.
If you check out Joe from
That
the
scrub doesn't
he'll
deserve
shout
a
out
fucking
everybody
shout
else.
out.
All right.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Well, it's not your turn yet, Beer Man. We're going down to Tom. Eric, man.
Oh.
There we go. Boom, boom,
There he goes.
boom, boom.
Okay.
It's like a snake.
Damn it.
So the date is the 8th of February, the next edition of our Thomas Metal 75 channel of YouTube before the matches, beer reviews, and company. We do the Wild Card Wednesday. Again, that is coming up every Wednesday, and this week is the 8th of February 2023. And Just bring a beer, wine, or a spirit. Let's have some fun, and really any adult beverage you want. And just don't be a douche. That is the really only stipulation I have. Besides, bring a beer, wine, or a spirit. Just be respectful. Don't talk over people. Don't be obliterated and drunk. And that's a fun time, yelling and screaming. Anyways, besides that, the two people that I've been shouting out recently have been Beer, Barbecue, and Baseball. He is a YouTuber from, I believe, the state of Ohio. And you can talk to him about barbecue, but I really think if you like the craft beers or any beers really, and you really like baseball, you want to talk to him about either of those things, especially baseball and the beer and barbecue, but especially baseball and beer. That is your man. And for the whiskey side of things, with a touch of beer reviews sprinkled in every now and then, is a YouTube channel called the Barley Lads. So they're about a 5-minute whiskey review, between 4 and 6 minutes typically. You'll learn a little bit of history about the distillery, whether it's a bourbon, a rye, Scotch and Irish whiskey, or any world whiskeys really, even Canadian whiskeys. You'll learn a little bit about the distillery, and they'll give you the 4 to 6 minute average of a 5-minute whiskey review. So Beer, Barbecue, Baseball, the Barley Lads, Eastern Standard Time. I didn't say when that was. That's at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for the Wild Card Wednesday on Thomas Middle 75 channel of YouTube. Thank you, BuMpY.
Cheers. Thank you, Eric.
Cheers.
All right, beer man.
Now it's my turn.
Now it's
Okay.
your turn to rhythm and rhyme.
Beer and cheese. Tuesday, tomorrow. Be there at 8 o'clock. And let's pair it up. Hopefully you got something fun.
And she's gonna. I mean, Jesus, Sparkle is gonna ask what coast.
I know, I always do.
Wait, what?
What coast?
What coast? The Pacific time, but that would be 8 o'clock Eastern. So 5 my time. Yes. So
Okay.
Wednesday will be the third Styles Gone Wild. This time we're gonna rip open the Beersmith program and do it that way again. So yeah, that way we have a little bit of something to go off of. It's a little more interesting. But yeah, definitely 3-minute reviews. So be prepared. Get your shit together and try and get it within 3 minutes.
Okay.
It'll be 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 my time Pacific. And then Thursday I'm gonna have to get off somewhat early or get up in the morning early and prepare so I can brew early in the morning on Thursday, because I'm gonna be doing a robust porter. I don't want it to be a 3 o'clock one like last time. So I gotta have everything ready. We're gonna do a robust porter because my wife's tired of buying beer, and I need to make her a 5-gallon batch. So
You gotta do that Thursday morning.
Thursday morning at around
Take your man out of the bar early on Wednesday, boys.
I'm gonna have to figure something out there, but yeah, we'll figure that out. One person I want to shout though is Dickie's Beer Reviews. Dude's sending me another shirt, thank God, because my shit rubbed off on his on my shirt from him. So he said he would send me another shirt. So thank you very much, buddy. But go to Dickie's Beer Reviews. Guy's a great guy, very nice dude.
Yes. Yep.
Can I add one thing? I forgot to shout out Thresh Life. He has done some videos on making beer, and they're long videos, but they are so amazing on the process of what he does. And Thresh Life, the rest of his channel is fantastic. With the horses and whatever, but he's got some super great beer making videos, and I learned a lot from that, and it's really fun to watch.
Oh yeah,
awesome! I'm glad you liked it. It's fun to brew. Yeah, Thresh is great. Thresh is cool.
Thresh is
He's
awesome.
a knowledgeable brewer, actually. So is
He
BuMpY.
walks through everything. He walks through everything, and it's so great.
Cheers.
BuMpY's laughing.
I'm laughing at Joe.
Chad is insane. It's been hilarious today.
Joe's just sitting here causing shit.
Get
It's funny.
Yeah, go check out the Beer Patrol. It's not a troll at all. On my channel, obviously, this show, New Brew, bring a beer you've never had.
Had before.
Eric, you
That's not for you, BuMpY.
I am having so many problems with my speech tonight. This is horrible. I gotta stand up in front of a crowd of people, a huge crowd of people, and give my presidential address tomorrow too. I
Right.
don't know what the hell.
Right. I can't wait to see that.
3 words: get fucked, nerds.
Yeah, what the hell am I talking
Now
about?
the president
My
says
lips.
to his
So I got
people,
this show. It's New Brew. It's the show that's happening now. So if you're
I didn't know
watching,
you were becoming
maybe you know
president.
about it. The start of the show is at 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's on Monday nights. Which it's Monday for most of us. Some
Yeah.
people may be watching from other countries, and it may be a different day for you. But in the United States, it is Monday for everybody at this point. But yeah, bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. It's a 3-part show, yada yada yada. We're doing it, and I have other videos I put out that are pre-recorded stuff, usually 50-point inspection videos. We'll bring that down. We don't need that up there the entire time. And Wednesday is a very special episode coming out. FLX is actually in this video. And I do want to let you guys all know, if you plan on watching it, set aside some time. It's going to take up a little bit of your life. So if you have an attention span where you can't last like for 5 minutes, it's not a.
You thought The Dark Knight Rises was a long movie? Wait till you get a lot of this review.
What's the time again, BuMpY?
How long is the video? It's like 2 hours.
No,
The time on what?
the Wednesday.
Yeah, it'll be coming out at 8 in the morning. It's a pre-recorded thing, but
Okay.
it's very cool because both Dan and Mike are in it, and they both do a 50-point inspection.
Wait a minute, are they true? Is it truly 2 hours, BuMpY, or are you just bumping?
No, well, the real recording was like 2 hours. Yeah, I got it down to I think 31 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Cool.
do some dishes. Take a dump. Just don't watch it and drive because
Drink some coffee.
Yeah. Get some more.
2 hours. Holy crap!
I love it.
Yeah. On that, I'm just gonna shout out. Let's see. I want to try to shout out other people that I don't normally shout out. I got to do it because
BuMpY.
I shout them out quite a bit, but still they need more people. First off, I'll shout out Brew Reviews down in Virginia, Josh's neck of the woods. They put out some great content. They do good editing. They've been around for a bit. They're kind of spotty on when they do release videos and stuff because they got life and stuff going on, but very good couple. And they do a really good job with their video footage. They go on beer tours and stuff like that as well. And other than them, I'd like to shout out Imperfectly Me Crafts with Mallory and Chew. Another great channel. They have a beer gathering coming up this year in July. It's going to be in Chicago. They may already be fully booked up. They only had a couple spots last I knew. But it looks like they're going to be doing an annual beer tuber get together, kind of like the one that we went on here on the East Coast. And Mallory kind of let me in on a little like insider secret or something, that next year is possibly, it's not set in stone, but possibly going to be in Canada.
Yo.
Ooh,
And
cool.
So
Wow.
if you're planning on doing any of that stuff, definitely hit up Mallory from Imperfectly Me Crafts. Just let her know that you can do it. And you want to book a part of the Airbnb or whatever they're doing at the time. Right now it's the Chicago edition. But like I said, the spots may all be taken at this point because
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time then.
But that's what you want to do for future endeavors for that as well. And if you plan on going to Canada, possibly, I would just say make sure you either have a passport or you have one of those new IDs. Okay.
Spoiler: Beer Palooza next year, Canada.
Beer Palooza.
Nice.
Oh, is it really in Canada? Beer Palooza?
No.
No, it's in Mexico, Alec.
Your trip.
Olivia.
So you're outside.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
that's a wrap. Want to appreciate everybody on panel for being here.
So fun.
Great job tonight with everybody. Miscellaneous made it through the whole show. Super proud of you, buddy. Dan, you still got your shoes on?
Did Tanner see my last comment? Can you highlight it?
I'd also like to note that I'd like to put in the book the Get Fucked Nerd.
And Joe pops up right after Tanner mentions him. It's amazing. It's like he was lurking.
Appreciate you, Joe.
Got to get rowdy afterwards.
And I appreciate everybody for showing up, watching, whether you're commenting or not, watching the show. I hope you enjoy it. This is mostly for entertainment of some sort. It's not really an educational show. Some people might get educated. They might start drinking more and more beer with us.
Yeah.
And thanks to the
I'm
panel.
educated.
Thanks to the panel tonight for showing up. We had Sparkle. Let me stop double clicking things and making them come and
Thank
go.
you.
Sparkle, Dan, Alex, Miscellaneous, Tanner, Eric, very bottom there, and Beerman. So thank you guys, Gail, for all showing up tonight. And we have Alex here, so he might as well take us out until next time.
Great time.
Yes. This is Alex, the Beer Master, and we will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex, Beer Master, signing out. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I'm very aroused right now.
I too am aroused.
I'm starting to swell up. Yeah.